Hey guys, it's Mike with Pro Landscape Maintenance again. It's July 11th, and I'm back here at the new customer that had the extremely weedy lawn. I'm here to do the third application for the season. I think it's been about 3 or 4 weeks since the last application, so just wanted to take a quick walk around and show you what things are looking like after we did the first two applications. First one was crabgrass pre-emergent with fertilizer, and then the second application that we did a few weeks ago was weed control with fertilizer. That was a sprayed application. So let's take a walk around and see what kind of results we have here. In the last video I showed you, where the dogs are running off the deck here and going around the corner of the deck, and like I said, we obviously can't change that. It's just a path worn down, grass is worn out, but we'll get things under control. Maybe the homeowner can do a little bit of seeding and kind of fill things in. But you can see there is not many weeds to speak of here. Last time I was here, there was a lot of creeping Charlie back in this corner, and looks pretty clean now. There's a little bit right there. Right there. That's creeping Charlie, and to be expected. That stuff never goes away, but we can get it controlled pretty well to the point where you don't really see a whole lot of it. But here's a view of the yard. It's mowed probably a little bit shorter than I prefer. We always recommend mowing at least 3 inches or higher during the summer months. It just helps fight off weeds and heat and drought stress a little bit better. So let's take a walk around here and see what we got going. I know by this garden there was a ton of creeping Charlie, and you can see a little bit underneath this tree right there. A dandelion poking through there too. Over here you can see the garden has a lot of creeping Charlie in it, which obviously we're not going to spray in people's gardens, but you can see the line here where it ends. It's coming out a little bit again, but the grass is thin and even non-existent in some areas. But take a walk around here and see how things are looking. Again, creeping Charlie along the edge of the garden, and then the property line here. Like I said, there's some bare areas and some issues that are going to need to be reseeded, but that is not what we're addressing right now. We're addressing the weeds in the lawn and the health of the turf. So if we take a walk around up here, dandelion right there popping up. Along here, some wild violet right there, which is extremely hard to kill. I have seen that growing in the middle of areas that were sprayed with Roundup. Even Roundup has a hard time killing wild violet. Roundup is just a trade name. Glyphosate is the actual chemical name. So if you're seeing other products out there, oh, but that brings a good point. Roundup for lawns. Be careful if you buy Roundup for lawns. Make sure it says Roundup for lawns. Roundup is not for lawns unless specifically stated. It will kill your grass if you buy regular Roundup. So if you wanted to spray it to kill weeds in your lawn, make sure it states Roundup for lawns. Anything else is going to kill the grass as well. I don't know what's in it. Whoa, I just about got clotheslined by the clothesline. Anyway, back to the Roundup for lawns. I don't know what's in it. I'm sure it's some type of a 2,4-D product, which is typical in broadleaf weed control. So yeah, make sure if you're doing Roundup for lawns that it states Roundup for lawns, because you can make a mess in a hurry using that stuff. Go up to the front yard here. Few weeds growing in by the hostas there, but obviously we can't spray in there because we're going to damage the plants as well. So we we'll sacrifice a few weeds for the health of the desirable plants, shrubs, those kinds of things. Boulevard is looking pretty good. A few weeds over by the telephone pole. I'll hit those on this application as well. This one's looking good too. A few weeds right there, some wild violet. Some more wild violet there, but as far as creeping Charlie goes, dandelions, plantain, I know they had some plantain in this yard. I don't know what's going on there. I think that's looks like a type of bent grass that's growing wild in here, and that stuff is always going to brown out when it gets hot and dry. Well, it hasn't been dry, we've had tons of rain. June was an extremely wet month, but it's been hot. Today it's going to be 90 degrees again with heat index warnings. But anyway, we're going to do a fertilizer application and then just spot spray some of these weeds. And for those of you who've never seen it, there's our spray rig. Got a LT Rich Z spray on the back, which works great for almost all properties, even small residential properties. These are so nimble, so versatile. We can fold in the booms, we can turn off the outside booms, we can spray, narrow strips with that. We can even get in between planter beds and spray with that. It's a great machine. It's a huge time saver, and not to mention I'm not completely shot at the end of the day from walking all day long. But anyway, there's a trailer with the LT Rich Z spray. We can spread and spray with that. Got the push spreader on the back, the spray tanks, and yeah, so you see this rig around, it's us, Pro Landscape Maintenance. All our trucks look very similar. So appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions, check us out at prolandscapemaintenance.com, or if you have any questions, post them on the bottom of this video. And if you like what we're doing here, like and subscribe to see more videos in the future. Thanks, guys.